What's up, y'all? This is the legendary Force MDs. We'd like to shout out AllHipHop.com and our homegirl, Nikki Duncan.
What's up, everybody? This is Little Nikki Duncan Smith, aka Kershaw St. Johnson for AllHipHop.com. And it is my high pleasure to sit with my brothers from the Force MDs, the Force MCs, who are now Force MDs. And I'm here with my brother, Stevie D and Khalil. What's up, everybody?
How you doing? How you doing, Nick? What's up?
What's up? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We're all bereaved. My prayers go out to you and yours with the recent loss of your uncle.
Yes, thank you. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one on us. He was a special spirit, and we gonna definitely miss him. His energy he is super talented, and he's our family, man. We just glad that we did go that whole journey with him through his life, and made some highs, lows, but we was all there together. He was doing his thing for a couple of years on his own, but he was always a group member. We about to reunite soon. He was just trying to get over some things, but we all stayed in contact with each other, and we love each other.
It's interesting because he's your uncle, but many people may not know that because he's like around your age. Talk to me about growing up with your uncle and what was it like kind of growing up with family.
Oh my God. Boy, we used to get laughed at because he used to live with him. He's actually the way he's our uncle is our mother, that's me, Khalil, and rest in peace to my brother TC. We're brothers, and our mother name is Molly, and that's Jesse's oldest sister out of 14 siblings. Jesse's the youngest son, and my mother's the oldest sister of the bunch. Jesse's also a twin. He has a twin sister named Precious who also passed away. But Jesse living with us at a young age, he gets in trouble a lot. He used to get in trouble a lot. So our grandmother sent him to stay with us. You want to go stay with your mother Molly and your nephews. So it was real weird in our neighborhood at 10, 11 years old. We were all the same height, age, and him being our uncle. People used to laugh, that's your uncle? That's your uncle? How's he your uncle? He's the same age as y'all. Everybody think uncles, big old uncles, walking, hey, that's Uncle Jim and Uncle Lip. But when you're the same age point, everybody used to, tease us of him being our uncle. Me, him, and TC, my brother TC, are all the same age, born in 1963.
That's hilarious. What about you, Khalil? What's your memories? You got to come off of mute.
Oh, Khalil, he's Khalil. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
There we go. Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Nick. I don't know if you heard me early. It's good to see you. Good to be here with you, Nick. Yeah, Jesse is, like I said, Jesse was a little firecracker in his area, and we was little firecrackers in our area. And when he came over to our projects where we lived at, he found out we could sing, and he's like, you know what? I sing too. And he was just getting down. We was like, oh shoot, he ain't no joke. And like I said, Jesse was fearless, man. Jesse was fearless, Nikki, and Jesse pretty much was like, he was always ready to go, and he you could never turn him off. Even when you can turn him off. Like, sometimes people will be on like they singing, and then they stop. It could be 5 o'clock in the morning. As a kid, he's up, he's dancing, he's singing, he's moving around, he's riding his bike, singing, jumping off, doing Bruce Lee, singing. It's just the bug was in him early, man, and it was in him early, man. And it's just funny how time went by. That light and that bug never left.
It's kind of funny when I think about like all of the ways that we connect and we overlap. My mother was the youngest of 14.
What?
Wow.
My mother was the youngest of 14, and she was a twin.
Oh.
And I'm a twin. Stevie just met my twin sister.
Did she look like you?
No, she don't look like me. She's super prettier. No, we don't look alike. People say that we do, but we have very similar voices. So a lot of times when we were kids, people thought we had the same voice. But this is the thing. We have similar voices, but we can't hold a note like your family. How did everybody in your family pop up with good voices like that? Like, how y'all bet y'all voices are better than the Jacksons?
No.
Way better than
actually, it comes from my mother's side of the family, mainly my mother's
better
side of the family. All out.
Better than the Sylvester.
Yeah. Silver.
No, don't stop.
Better than the Barges. Like,
no.
Yes, yes.
We're gonna interview. You gotta get him. Yeah. Sorry about that.
So how did y'all start? Like, what? Like, what?
Hey, we're gonna interview. Hey, how you doing?
No, wait.
I
We pretty much, you know, my mother. My mother.
Sorry about that.
Don't laugh at. Don't. It's not funny.
My mother is my mother.
Mother is mother. Like, if Mom want to jump in the interview, Mommy can jump in the interview. We talk about her anyway.
I got caught off guard. Like, what the fuck? But you'll be good. But
don't get beat by Mom.
Yeah.
So for all y'all don't know, his mom just kind of jumped in the room.
Yeah.
Excuse me? Y'all got that telling from me?
Yeah. Yeah, but mother definitely, my mother is definitely, we got the singing talent from my mother's side of the family. A lot of the side of the family sings, play instruments and all. So that all definitely got installed in us. And Jesse was actually a great drummer too. He knew how to play the drums really good. And you know that was his main instrument. He goes, if we go to the city or somewhere, if there's a music store there, they got horns on drums, Jesse would jump right on drums and start playing the drums. But he impresses the people in the store. Say, hey man, you're pretty good. He said, yeah, man. Since that was his talent. You know, that was definitely one of his other talents, drummer. Like Khalil said, he's very like we always obsessed with the Jackson 5, of course. But Jesse just super obsessed with Michael. Like a lot of people, but Jesse just really took it to another level. And you know, getting older, he sound like him. When he sang, he started dressing like him, and then he started talking like him a little too much. Jesse, you gotta use your regular voice now. Okay, I gotta snap out of it. So, yeah, he goes into his regular voice.
Wait. Jesse was walking around Staten Island. Hello, my name is Jesse.
Yes, my name is Michael. He'll say his name is Michael. Hello, my name is Michael. Yeah, he had the whole outfit on. He used to wear a Michael Jackson wig that he put S-curl stuff in it, the spray and everything, twirled the thing up, everything. Like yes. Made it stay, put some styling on, made it stay there. And people they just got used to it. Like, oh, Jesse, here goes Jesse. He'll go to the store in full Michael Jackson gear. Give me a loaf of bread, give me a soda, everybody's enjoying him. He was just pure entertainment. Everything he did, he just entertained people, man.
Wait, so we're here with Zieme.
What up, y'all?
Zieme. You guys, and Zieme's family too. It's just kind of funny, just how we're talking about. Wait a second, y'all family is just so rich with talent. So we have one to be Michael Jackson, Jesse, walking around Staten Island, all day long.
Yeah.
Then we have you guys are the doo-wop. Y'all got battle rapper John the Don somewhere in y'all family. Shout out to John. Y'all got the MC, and that leads into, before there was the Force MDs, there were the Force MCs, and the Force MCs was spitting on the ferry and getting busy. Right? Am I wrong? Or
you're almost there. No, almost MCs. Yeah. LDs. No, the LDs.
Fantastic LDs.
The fantastic LDs. That was our singing group. We used to sing with her. That consisted of Steve, Khalil, TC, and Jesse. We were the four that started singing on the Staten Island Ferry. Actually making a living on the Staten Island Ferry. Singing on there and putting our hat out. People throwing money in. We got the idea from a country artist on the ferry boat and singing Rhinestone Cowboy. He had a guitar case out, and it was flooded with money. People was flooded with money, and we was there looking at him without a dime in our pocket, lint in our pocket, looking at this guy making all this money and knowing that we was talented, that if we did it, we could make some money too. So that gave us, Jesse definitely spearheaded the idea of us to sing on the boat to make money. We did that, and it became a living. And our motto was, if we're broke, hit the boat. Hit the boat. Yes, we hit the boat. That was a hustle.
So how often would y'all go to the ferry to perform? Was a fantastic LDs?
Yes. We to the ferry just about every day, but we mainly targeted check days. That was Thursday and Friday. Because we knew people get their checks those days.
It was a strategy.
Yeah, it's a strategy. You know, they felt real generous when they got their check, cash their checks. And we also sung out in the Times Square area also. There's another little hustle ground we used to do in Times Square area. So that's the LD story. And me, Steve, I was in another group also called the Force MCs, consists of the DJ Dr. Rock, Mercury, and my cousin Lord K1. We became the first group out of Staten Island to go all to Harlem, Bronx, and everything to make a name for ourselves. And we was like the first, you know, way before our good friends Wu-Tang, we was the first ones to come out of Staten Island and make a name for ourselves. Everybody used to laugh at the borough of Staten Island. They thought Staten Island was the forgotten borough. But we proved them all wrong by going out there and showing our rap skills and our hip hop harmonizing rap skills to those people. And they was stunned. And we made a big name for ourselves on the underground hip hop scene back then in the early 81, 82, 83 scene. You know.
And you guys are about how old at this time?
Huh?
You're about how old at this time?
Like maybe like 42, 43 years old, but that made it. I'm just joking with you. Nah, I wouldn't kiss you, nigga. Okay, nah, we. Nah. He's like 18, 17 years old.
So this is amazing. So there were two groups, and you were in both of the groups. So
yes,
the singing group here, and you had the hip hop group here, right, or the rap group.
Exactly. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
All hip hop. It's all hip hop, right? To me, hip hop is not just rap music. And so then you merged the two. When did the two merge?
Okay, let me go to that part. How it merged. It merged. Wait a minute.
We can't see you.
Y'all can't see me?
No, you. There
okay, there we go. Okay, it merged on a point that Mr. Magic from WBLS back then in New York City, he's like the big DJ, VJ out there. He seen us singing as the LDs now on the Staten Island Ferry. And he said, hey man, you guys are good, man. You guys ever think about getting a record deal? And said, yeah, man. You know, we say, put some money in the hat first, man. Then we can talk about a record deal. So he put his donation in the hat, you know, because we hustling. And he said, yeah, man, I want you to meet Tom Silver from Time Boy Records. You got to hear you guys sing. And so we go over there to Tom Silver, go over to Tommy Boy Records. And we added Mercury to the group on our way to Tommy Boy Records. And Trisco got added onto the group. So we all go to Tommy Boy Records and audition for Tom Silverman. And he heard us sing and we sung a cappella. We got a record deal without a demo. We did it straight a cappella. We entertained him like he was sitting on a boat. We entertained him in his living room like he's sitting on a boat. He was blown away by all the impersonations we could do, Michael Jackson, Elvis, Sam Cooke. He was so blown away seeing all that. And then he says, hey, by the way, we can rap also. And that's when me and Mercury, this one K1 out, but K1 to be in the rap, he went his separate way. But me and Mercury started rapping as the Force MCs, and he was like, yo, I heard of you guys from Mighty Mike C of the Fearless Four. He's talking about a group from Staten Island that raps. So you must be the group he was talking about. So yeah, so we started doing the rap routines for him. So Tommy Boy's like, wow, I got two groups mixed into one. So now we at the point is, what are you guys gonna call yourself now? Since I got two groups mixed into one. So we couldn't say LDs. The LDs, Nikki, stands for Lundy's Daniels. That's the three brothers and the uncle. The uncle's last name is Daniels. So he said we couldn't call ourselves the Fantastic LDs anymore because of the last name. So, because Mercury and Trisco had a different last name. So he said, all right, so we got to use Force to cover everybody's last name. The name Force to cover everyone's last name. We couldn't say MCs, and we want everybody to think we was all MCs. So we said MDs, that stands for musical diversity, that we're versatile, that we can sing, rap, and do it all. And Force just stands for the struggle it took us to make it. So that's how we became the Force MDs.
My goodness, what an amazing story. I mean, it's almost like destiny. Like it was like you guys were going to win. You guys are the epitome of what hip hop is. And the fact that you were like, destined to, like, you held your destiny in your hand and you made it. Like, you made it happen. You created your own movement. How, and Z, you could jump in here. What have you learned about making your destiny from the witness of Stevie and Khalil and even Jessie, rest in peace?
You see where we at today with technology and everything. So what I learned from these guys is that without all of this that we have right now, there's always a foundation to go back to the raw root of building an audience and just building your craft and knowing that the streets is where it starts. Mm-hmm. And these are the guys that whenever something goes wrong, like they said, everything is like the boat. When you broke, hit the boat, hit the street, keep it raw. So I learned how to take all of that knowledge and say, yo, when we not on stage, it's still got to be a way to hustle out here and show the world that this is what I do. But now we have the internet, we have all social media. So now it's like, I can still take that mentality, but use it with today's strategies of the videos. You know what I mean?
Technology.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Let me tell y'all don't know this. So the Universal Hip Hop Museum, at the groundbreaking last May of 2021, had this big old reception, right? Force MDs are invited. I go along too. I'm invited, but they're the stars. So I tag along, and Z picks me up. And so we're in the car. I think he thought I hated him because I had to haze him on his hip hop R&B knowledge.
Yeah, she was normal,
Nikki going there.
We was even arguing about candy. We argued about all type. I was like, damn, all right, you got me. I learned a lot though, Nick. Learned a lot.
But let's see this. Let's see. But do you remember what my favorite Force MD song is? Because we can't. Let's see how well you listen, youngin. You with them, they listen.
Oh snap! Man, a lot of days went by from that day. Let me see. Was it "Love Is the House"?
No. And I made you sing it for me, which is horrible. Like, because I mean, it's
Forgive Me,
Girl.
I think it was. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
We said "Walking on the Air."
No, Forgive Me, Girl.
No, Forgive Me, Girl.
Forgive Me, Girl. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So he's driving. I'm like
singing it.
I'm going live, and I'm like, sing the song. He's like, I'm sorry. It must be like that, like to be in a group with these legends and with so many memories and so many people feel like they belong, like the Force MDs belongs to them. Now you're in the group with them. How do you feel? Do you ever feel like you're outside of the group, or do you always feel included? Do they make you feel included? Do the fans make you feel included? Or do you just say, this is my space and I'm owning it?
Nah, they really just be keeping me in the room, man. They don't let me out. You know what I mean? So they be trying to keep me away from everything. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all. Like Khalil, like, yo, man, don't be talking that shit, man. Nah, you know what though? Honestly, I've been around these guys since I was young, man, and just watching them do their thing. I always knew I wanted to do that, and I wasn't looking at them as a Force MDs. It was my uncles. They was funny. We used to do talent shows in the living room. And who would have known that those little moments would create the destiny of where we at today. So it's like we've always had that family fun type of vibe where we sing in front of each other, we crack jokes. So now today, being around it, it still feels like I'm 15, 17, 22, because we do the same thing. We're on stage or off stage. We crack jokes, we have fun. It's just what we do. And now it feels even iller because I'm attached to a legacy, not from the outside, but I'm actually in the mix, and I'm able to let my generation know, you're like, yo, this is where I come from, and if you didn't know, these are the guys that pioneered things. So now I feel like I have a bigger arsenal behind me to like really just, keep that legacy really pushing. So now my next generation after me whoever's really rocking with me like that, they'll see like, yo, you know, he wasn't just rocking with us. He had the OGs with him, you know, and it was just like, it's a beautiful feeling. I'm getting a lot of knowledge. I'm getting a lot of, you know what I mean, experience. And it just feels good to do it with family, you know.
You guys are a perfect demonstration of generational wealth. And let me show you, because wealth is not always finance, though I know y'all got money. The wealth of community. Jesse's your uncle, but he also was the motivating factor. We're going to make this singing group. We're going to get on the boat. We're going to sing, da da da. He's dancing and singing all the time, igniting that in you guys. And as uncles, you are doing that for Zieme. And so there is a level of generational wealth. And then, like I spent in doing my research, I'm talking to John, and John was like, yeah, I grew up watching my mom's cousins be the Force MDs. While most people don't connect you guys directly to hip hop, you guys didn't just only influence John and Don, but every rapper that I know says that they look to you guys to understand that balance between the street stuff and the soft stuff, and that it can combine with each other. There will be no LL Cool J, I Need Love, if it wasn't for what you guys did with the Force MDs.
Yeah, we definitely get we get a lot of love from a lot of the legendary artists and newer artists, like, you know, that definitely said that our music influenced them. We always feel good to influence, you know, artists that come after us, man, just to motivate them to do something they like doing instead of being in the streets, selling drugs, going to jail, doing something they like, just researching their talents that they have. Even like when you like growing up, you're gonna mimic people just to see if you can sing. Hey, I want to try to see if I can sing like Michael Jackson. It's you just singing like other people to search for your talent, and it's very. Oh God, somebody's calling. Yeah, it's I gotta wait. Yeah. But definitely to find your talent, and you know, just to think about when Zieme was young, you know, John, like maybe 9 or 10 years old, and he was singing, and I was like, yo, he was singing so much on perfect pitch, singing in perfect pitch at a young age, and I knew he had some. I told my brother, yo, man, I think Zieme gonna be a singer. I remember saying it to my brother, Khalil, yo, Zieme got a little voice. I think he's singing a song, he sung everything in perfect pitch, sung everything in perfect pitch. I said, he's gonna be a singer. So that's when, you know, like our family genes, you know, when they started getting that 10, 11, they started singing, trying to do things. And, you know, I'm just happy, you know, he's definitely one of my favorite nephews of all time. And he's a good nephew. You know, he don't get in trouble too much. He just stays, he's laid back, humble. He reminds us so much of our brother TC. The humble, laid back spirit that he has, man. That's what we love about him, man. You know, and we just pushing him, you know, he rocks with us, but we want him to really blow up, you know, do his career, man. We ain't selfish. We ain't no selfish guys.
No, y'all not. Y'all put him on with Booth. Like, I saw you guys say, bring Ghostface, Raekwon. Like I see that you guys passed the baton, and you guys are not selfish with the glory, which again goes back to the generational wealth, that everything that you do is for the next generation to take the baton and go a little further. So you guys for doing that. Another way that you guys have had impact is not just on your voice, because people are imitating and mimicking you, and you can hear the Jackie Wilson in your voice. You can hear Marvin Gaye, you can hear Frankie Lyman, you can hear a bunch of that in. That's why so many people love, so many different generations love your music, but your style. The rapper Kwame said that the reason why he started wearing cardigans with a big K on it was based off of your Tender Love video, like the promotional shirt with photo where you guys had the sweaters and stuff, the cardigans, like the schoolboy teenager type stuff.
Wow.
What you call it said the same thing. I just want you to know, Boys and Men said they got that style from us. Where they got the little college look. They got it from us. Right, Khalil?
Yeah, they said they kind of like that look, and they kind of went in that direction. Yep.
Well, you know, I'm from Philly. Are you trying to tell me that the Motown Philly look is inspired by you guys?
Yes, well, that's what they said. They said you look at the Forgive Me Girl video, and all the videos of us with the Letterman sweaters on. That was like a collegiate type of look. And you know, and they said because you got to think they got that look, and then in Boys and Men's like a group that has doo-wop harmonies, all the nice harmonies. It was influenced by us. A lot of
Coolie
stuff
High
was influenced by
Harmony.
Cooley High Harmony. Yeah,
That's
influenced
right.
by us, you know.
That's
You
right.
know.
So your group, when you merged the two groups, how many members was in the ultimate group that that we know as the Force MDs?
Okay, Khalil was there, but Khalil left the group before we signed the contract. But he was there at the audition, and you know, he was there, you know, for the whole ride from growing up, talent shows, everything. But you know, he made a conscious decision that, you know, Khalil, you can explain it to him if you want.
I pretty much I moved into Moss at that time. I was like pretty much a real conscious person and became pretty like a little activist, you know what I mean? And I got swayed in that direction. But we went through the, you know, everything Steve said. But you know, when it came to signing the contract, matter of fact, my brother TC brought the contract to me at the mob.
Yes.
And I didn't sign it. He brought the contract to me when I moved into mob, and I didn't sign it. He said, just put your name on it, CB. And I said, nah, you know, my mind was, you know, made up. That was the direction, you know, I wanted to go in, and you know, pretty much what I was going through as an individual, it probably was the best decision for me to stay focused without getting myself, you know, I mean, caught up in some other stuff, you know.
I love it. I think the discipline is the again foundation for success at all times. So
yeah. So that's why, you know, when they say original, Carlos considered original to me because he's been through the whole journey. Just stopped when we signed the contract, but he's part of the whole journey. Yeah. So with the original 5 that signed was Stevie D, me, Jessie D, TCD, my brother TC, Mercury, and Trisco. We the ones that signed with them. Dr. Rock signed too at first, but he left before the album came out, but he did sign a contract with Dr. Yeah, they tried to call us at first Dr. Rock and the Force MDs. We said, no, that's not gonna happen.
I saw a flyer back in the day with Dr. Rock on there of the Force MDs. I was like, he was getting it.
Yeah.
I like
we said it wasn't gonna happen on the point that, you know, that's, you know, we was doing. Yeah, we just didn't think that was good. Him,
David Ruffin and the Temptations.
Yeah, we didn't want to smoke around in the mirror. We didn't want to, you know, so no,
that's right.
It's more like Harold. It's more like Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, really, because you understand that whole part. But
I didn't get that because Teddy P was in there, and I was like,
Teddy P was a drummer.
Like, he was a drummer.
Like no one even knew he could sing. See, this you got to know your history, little boy.
Yeah, I know the history on that.
I knew he was in there though. A lot of people
you did know he was in there, but he was a drummer, and then they let him sing. The same way is almost like the same Phil Collins story. You know, he was in Jim's
Collins. You had Larry Black from Cameo. You had he had Marvin Gaye. They're all drummers. He was drummers before they came. Who else? Morris Day was a drummer. Became the lead singer. Well, I know my history. Come on,
you know, Stevie. I'm gonna to you all day long. And when we look at the original group, what's the order of when our brothers started to get their wings?
Okay, first it came Mercury. Oh man, everybody's keep peeping in when I'm doing this.
Yeah, everybody's just hitting me too. That's why.
Yeah. Excuse me. Can y'all see me still?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. First came Dr. Rock. Mercury. Yeah, Mercury first. Then Dr. Rock. Then TC. And after TC came Mercury.
Yeah, K1.
Came,
no. TC came K1.
K1. Yeah, this is Force MCs and Force MDs or a mix. Then after K1 came Trisco. Did we say Mercury already?
Yeah, Mercury. See, Mercury was first. It was Mercury, Dr. Rock, TC, then K1, and then Trisco.
Then Trisco. Then now Jessie.
Now Jessie. It's so crazy.
I can't even believe he's saying that. I can't even believe it.
Yeah.
It's hard. And I only met Jessie once. And
really? Oh, okay.
It seems like I would have met him several times. I mean, I've seen him multiple times, you know, but, you know, I remember being in the audience at the last performance, and it's hilarious because I have videos of all the other performances except for Forgive Me Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I turned to Chuck Creekmore, who's the CEO of AllHipHop, and I was like, "You film it? I got to listen," and I'm going crazy, and I'm going so crazy, you know, that I'm bumping into his camera while he's shaking because I didn't want him to be there. He's surprised. Talk about that last performance and what it was like to have him just run up the joy, even with him being sick. And be clear that substance abuse is an illness.
Yes, it is.
And a lot of beautiful, beautiful people have a disease.
Mm-hmm.
I know we like to criminalize people and we like to break them down and tear them down. But the same way I can't control if I have COVID, people, there's a very, like, you know, you could say you can blame me for not protecting myself by going out and catching COVID. But if I got it, it is something that got my body, that makes my body do something, right? And that's exactly the substance abuse. And so Jessie was a beautiful person.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Have a disease.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
So talk about that experience, because you can see the love on the stage that last night.
Yeah. You know, me and Jessie, we going back and forth a lot, and me, Khalil, and Zieme, we all had a meeting about this. We all just say, "Yo, listen, man, they doing this thing in Staten Island. It wouldn't be right if we didn't call you on the stage. It wouldn't be right if we called you on our hometown. We all hometown heroes, and everybody know that, you know, you're going through what you're going through, but everybody still loves you. It wouldn't be right if we didn't call you on the stage and sing one of our most famous songs, "Forgive Me, Girl," and bring you on there, because, you know, to take over that helm when it comes to that song." And he was so happy. He said, "Yo, thank you, man." See, I sweet, you know, he promised us, "Yo, man, I'm gonna definitely do the right thing, get myself together so I can rejoin the group for good." That's all we asked him to do. One thing, "Yo, man, we here for you. We always had our arms out, but we here for you, man. But you gotta just take care of that thing, man, and we be good, man, because we tried to deal with that years ago, and it causes a lot of problems. We just want you to. These are our last years, man. We getting older, man. Let's do this, man." He promised that he's gonna try to get, you know, just overcome a lot of that stuff, which is not easy from any individual, and we understand that. But we definitely try to just stay on the phone with him, encourage him, and let him know that we love him. That's the key thing. Let him know that we love you, man. We ain't turn our backs and we love you. We just want you to get healthy, get right. So I told him, "Yo, man, I'm gonna call you on the stage and you come and forgive me. Surprise everybody." That was the element of surprise. We tried to surprise everybody. And it was a great surprise, you know, to see him back on the stage with us. Yes.
I was laughing. I can remember that day when it started, when we met up in Staten Island to go to the show. I'm laughing because I yelled at Uncle Jesse, because he kept smacking me in the chest like, "You was on right this." I was like, "Oh, man, you got hurt." He was so excited and shit. I was like, "All right, oh, come on, man, let's get it."
Yeah, and this is the scary part, Nikki, is like, I told Jesse, "We're gonna call you on the stage on this part, right?" And I couldn't find Jesse when I knew the part was coming. So, "Oh my God, where's Jesse at, man? Where's he at?" Looking around. And he made it at the nick of time. He did it
on purpose too. He did it. He did it on purpose. He said, "Watch out, walk out. Watch out, walk out."
Yeah. Jesse made it at the nick of time. So we definitely that was a great experience.
If you watch the video, I'm telling y'all, go to my Instagram, Nikki Duncan Smith, and if you see he's skipping across the stage and jumping all around, I say he is happy. Yeah. He is so happy.
Yeah. He always got the energy like that. That's one thing he said. He when he's on that stage, he's all over the stage.
I'm happy. I'm happy he got a chance to, you know, just demonstrate his beatbox a little bit. You know, I was just rocking with the beatbox. You know, that was a great thing, man. You know.
Jessie D beatbox, that is hilarious. He was getting it. He was like,
"Yo, he tried to do it with Method Man and Ghostface. Method was like, 'All right, Jay, we ain't gonna do that thing.'"
But you know something, Nikki, I really do wish that day of Staten Island, it didn't happen though, that we could have did the Daytona 500 with Ghostface and Rick Ron, man.
Word.
We never got a chance to really do that song. That was a big song, you know.
I think we did it one time, Steve. I think
one time, Jersey.
When ODB died.
Yes, one time, yeah. And that was like, wow, how many years ago was that? That was wow.
That was
We never did that song.
early,
That's
early
a
2000.
and that's a pretty big song in that set, that show. And we never got a chance to really. That was the perfect time since we was in Staten Island. We was both there at the same time.
Yeah.
It would have been a great monumental moment for Staten Island, but it didn't happen. Maybe next time, man.
It will definitely happen again. I mean, I can feel the energy, and family is family. And what was clear to me is we were sounds so weird. We were back at the trailer, and they were like, "Come here, Zieme, come here!" Like they was all like, just yo, you got to get on our next joint. Like, so the love is there. So Staten Island, stand up all day long. So I'm not
all day.
you guys long. I see that your phone keeps going in and out, in and out. I found out Melba Moore was actually the person that dropped it to D Nice during his set on the night that we all found out about brother Jesse. And yeah, it was so beautiful. And then he almost started crying, and Melba's in there just like saying everybody said the one thing that kept coming up about Jesse is that he was one of the funniest people that anybody. Yeah. There's this video. I don't know whose funeral this is. But what I know is that I think Sal was there from The Fever.
Sal from The Fever, yeah.
And after singing a tribute, did Jesse kind of call him out for not giving him a larger role in the movie? Y'all let me know if I'm off about this.
Okay, I'm trying to think of whose funeral this was. And I was there. Who was there?
Mr. Magic, right? Was it
Mr. Magic? Yes, it was. Mr. Magic's funeral. Exactly. Yeah. And Jesse did do that. He actually did do that. Yeah, because we wanted to be in Crush Groove, and we didn't get in Crush Groove like in the movie. You know, we did Tender Love for it. That was great, but we didn't get the movie. Jesse always had a problem with that. Man, how come we didn't get the movie, man?
Jesse would definitely say what everybody's scared to say.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Nikki, he would argue with you in a Michael Jackson voice.
That's why you couldn't even be mad at him. I've watched people be mad at Jesse for the moment, and then I watched their face like just let go. Like, I can't even be mad at this dude, man, because he'll still bother you too. It's like you can't be mad. It's like he's a special person, man. We gonna miss that energy.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, Kevin was saying, like, I couldn't stop crying, because aside from the moment that he and I share, I'm a twin, he's a twin. I'm a believer, he's a believer. He's a believer. Right. He was unapologetic. Unapologetic. Despite whatever he was going through. He was like, nah, we can pray right in the middle of everybody. Like, I don't care. It was something, but then I also feel like so much of my development was linked to his voice. The first boy to slow drag with me to Tender Love. Granted, he was like, I'm not dancing with you no more. You're too short. Can you imagine me? Like, I'm not dancing with you no more. But it was. I remember Power 9 at 9, people voting. How many soundtracks have you guys been on?
Oh, man, we've been on Lean On Me soundtrack, House Party soundtrack,
Crush Groove, rapping.
Crush Groove, rapping. I mean, we rapping a movie called Limited Up.
She Gotta Have It.
She Gotta Have It. What's that? Sweet Brooklyn. Straight out of Brooklyn. Straight out of Brooklyn.
Straight out of Brooklyn. The other joint, the little funny joint. What's the funny one?
You talking about the funny movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who was in that one?
I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Oh, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
And what about 5 Heartbeats?
No, we wish we wasn't.
Y'all seem like y'all should have been in there.
Yeah, we should have been on that one. That would have been dope. We did.
They should have been in it.
Y'all should have been the voices singing. Y'all should have been the voices singing. Wait, so I heard that Jesse ran up on Eddie King. Yeah.
No,
was like,
you seen?
No.
Oh yeah, he ran up. He did.
He definitely saw Eddie King, and was it Harlem?
Yeah.
No. It was at when we did the show with BB King.
BB Kings. 40
Jesse
seconds.
was outside. Jesse was outside. He was a little upset. He was yelling and stuff. And I was outside. And it was calming down. And the guy from Eddie King, the dude from the Five Heartbeats that wanted to play Eddie King.
Yeah.
Jesse looked and said, "Oh shoot, what's up with Five Heartbeats?" Jesse turned around and said, "Let me get a picture." And he said, "Yo, I'm supposed to be you." I said,
Yeah.
Jesse actually said that to him. Dude started laughing, man. Jesse's funny.
Nights like this, I wish. Ray Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Jesse.
God.
Jesse voice never went away though. I was like, I mean, granted, Forgive Me Girl was not the Forgive Me Girl, but it was still Forgive Me Girl, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse actually came up with that hook, Forgive Me Girl, and the hook to Let Me Love You. Those are two hooks that he made while he was in California on his own, grinding in Venice Beach, like doing street performances in Venice Beach. And when he got back from California, he said, "Yo, man, I got these songs I can't get out of my head, man." He was singing us the melody of Let Me Love You and sung us the melody of Forgive Me Girl. And we got signed to Tommy Boy. He said, "You guys got the original songs." He says, I got two songs. And so he had the blueprint of Let Me Love You and Forgive Me.
The hooks.
The hooks. So we put them
who
all
came
together.
up with this like the little ad lib in Forgive Me Girl?
Like the Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
that was Jesse. That was
definitely Jesse.
That was Michael Jackson. That was just Michael Jackson.
Wait, did you see at the end of the performance? You remember he tried to do "Let Me Love You"? Y'all was like, "All right, stop."
Yeah.
You go too far now. You go.
Yeah.
It's hard to you can't get him off the stage. That's his own.
That's his
home.
Let me love you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my jam. So those are my jams. Rest in peace. I made an analogy about cotton, right? So if you think about our ancestors when they picked cotton, right? The bulb of a cotton bug, like their fingers would be tattered, right? It'd be plucked up because you don't know nothing about the Z because you're too young, but when you pick cotton, your fingers, sharecroppers, their fingers are always really rough because despite how soft cotton actually becomes and a cotton ball kind of looks, when you touch it, it will hurt your hands. It'll break you. It is rough, right? I look at Jesse, his voice was so soft like cotton, but so much of the undercurrent that many people didn't get a chance to touch could hurt you, could scar you, because it was so much pain that he tried to cover up with the soft stuff. And I think that that's something that so many of us in America, especially people kissed by the sun, we walk around with this tough exterior where there's a whole bunch of softness in us. And for Jesse, he found a way to walk in his soft, but also struggle with the hardships. And so that's a very special, special person. If there's anything that you want the world to know about y'all uncle, can you share it with me?
Yeah, we just wanted to know that he was a warrior, man. He's a warrior, and he's definitely a special person that came here on this earth that had talents that, many people just wish they can have. He was very versatile in his vocal ability to sing and like anybody, mimic anybody. Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, James Brown. He was very good at that. And it's a song that I really want the world to hear. We want the world to hear even more. A song that Zieme wrote called Happy Valentine. I don't know if you heard that. You heard that?
I heard it.
Yes. Jesse sung his heart out there at Bridge, man. Just let you know the emotion and the power of his voice. Yeah, man. And for Zieme being a writer of that song, it made him real proud, man, just to see the performance on that song. And it definitely, we wish you would have got out there even bigger, but it's still time. It's still a great song, and
I would love
it's never too late.
Y'all need to release it this year. Y'all need to release it. Y'all need to release it in a couple of weeks on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we do. I agree.
Just to add on about Jesse, when people say, "Yo, I just want to live a good life," Jesse's like the poster boy of living life. Like, he could just live life. He didn't care about anything that was like scary or anything. Jesse had little scary little moments, but he still knew how to live through it. And it was just like, that's how we should live life. Just be happy. Dude, he loved the music. It's like, for all the artists out there, y'all should definitely do your research on this man and where he comes from, because like we said earlier, Jesse, not just in the group, but he was in the streets letting it be known, this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? And for all the artists and up and coming people that want to just show the world what they got, and they have this little fear of looking a certain way or fear of just not giving people the best of you, Jesse should be your motivational tool, because he did not give a shit what you said, what you do. He's gonna show you, I belong here. This is what I do, and you gonna fucking love it. Excuse my language.
Yeah, let me say this. Jesse was himself. You know, it's like, and I say this, you know, I mentioned this before, that, you know, Jesse would get into arguing with people, and he would tell people, in a minute, I will die for my music. That's his exact words. He said, I will die for my music. That's how much he was music, and music was him. And he just was himself. It's like very rarely you would see Jesse not being Jesse. That means being an artist. It's like sometimes you couldn't know where it was any other person other than Jesse, because Jesse is the artist. That's just what it is. He's the artist. It's like Zieme, and on the stage he's Zieme, the performer. Steve's on the stage performing. And but then it's Stevie D, or Khalil this, then Khalil's on the stage. Well, Jesse was the performer all the time. He never. The show never stopped with Jesse, because that's what he, you know, himself was authentically. I mean, he was just a show that never stopped. He would never stop, and that he was always in that element. And that's somebody that you can see that was just pretty much 100% or 1,000,000% connected to their passion and to their music. So like Zieme said, if you want to be passionate and connected to your music, and you want a poster boy of that's Jesse. The show never stopped with Jesse. The show kept going on. Nothing could stop the show with Jesse.
And to end it off, we just glad he was our uncle, and we love him.
Yeah.
And may he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. Well, y'all already know your girl, though. Y'all not getting off with just a rest in peace to Jesse. Y'all got to do a little bit of forgive me, girl, so that we could just go up on a high note. And I'm gonna act like y'all sing this thing.
It's not going to sound right. We, you know, this Zoom thing. We tried it a lot of times.
Yes, I'm gonna do it myself so you won't hear my echo. But I'm gonna act like y'all singing it to me. So.
Look, guys, you just sing it.
I sent you a letter. My voice is on.
That's right.
Remember the things I did. It wasn't right. See, we can't hear each other. I know that this is a small world. I still remember the day that you called me with the other girl.
Now you hear me, begging, please.
I was doing a harmony with you. Can't you see me?
You heard me?
Yeah, I can. Forgive me, girl. Sorry for what I did, girl. Ooh, forgive me, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry for what I did,
girl. Ooh. It's hard doing. It's hard.
Don't let me feel this pain. Please give me a chance to explain if I lose you, girl.
I think I lose my mind. Out of all these people, you're one of a kind. Now you really know it doesn't have to be this way. If you're punishing me, if you really make me pay. At this point, all I want in this world is you to be with me. Just forgive me, girl.
Ow!
Girl.
So I want to thank the Force MDs for sharing this time. It's very emotional time. I know your phones kept ringing off the hook because everybody wants to sending you their condolences. And from allhiphop.com, and definitely from me and my family, we just we're covering you in prayer in this moment, and we're lifting you guys with all of our hearts.